Well, that box of light has already changed. It goes down quick. So bringing the feet to the floor, finding a real nice grounding feeling through the bottoms of the feet. We'll bring the hands to the thighs, and we'll just start with a nice roll of the shoulders. We'll take a little bit of extra time today to find some big, long, extended breaths. So we'll inhale through the nose here, exhale through the mouth. And just continue to find a long, steady breath. Noticing any areas of pain, of tension, of tiredness. Shoulders can tell you a lot. So shoulders will tell you how your neck feels, how your back feels, how the head feels. Good, and then we'll release the shoulders away from the ears and relax chin towards the chest. And just take a little circle of the neck and the head. Being mindful that the breath is still in control. You've still got a long, steady breath rate. Maybe you're letting out a few sighs in order to feel a little lighter, a little bit more free. Good. And then when you're ready to, we'll bring the neck and the head in line. Good. And we'll just start to draw the arms all the way to the knees. So you're reaching hands to knees and giving the wrists and the arms a nice stretch as you lean forward. So really draw that chest through the arms. And then you're going to change the position of the spine just by bringing chin to chest, looking down. Okay, and that is all we're going to do. We're going to keep doing that as I let one more person in. Good. So very gently, we're finding a lift and a release. A lift and a release. Good. And just really give your spine a chance to warm up and move. Good. Maybe this tells you how your arms feel today, your shoulders a little bit deeper. And then when you're ready to, we'll lift up nice, straight, strong spine. Draw the arms forward and then just give the wrists some movement, controlled movement or whatever that looks like for you today. Don't worry if there's not much control just yet. And then we'll extend the arms out to the side and squeeze it back in. This is actually going to be one of our exercises today, but enjoy it for now as a stretch. So really enjoy stretching the chest, giving the arms a really nice stretch away, bringing it back in. And then when you're ready to, meet me with nice extended arms, cactus the arms, bend at the elbows. Good. And then slowly push the arms up above your head. Imagine you're pushing something over. Good. And you're really trying to get that power in the arms here. Nice. Interlace the fingertips. Bend at the elbows, give the arms a circle over the head now. Good. And this is a really nice way to start warming up the waist as well. So as you're circling the arms, circling the hands, just start to warm up the waist as well. Change direction. See what kind of availability you have in the middle of the body here. And in the waist and in the arms. Perfect. And then we'll draw the arms out in front of us. Keep a little bend at the elbows. Good. Imagine we've got something expanding between the arms. And then gently let it go. Open the arms up. And then slowly take hold of the hips. You're going to bring your feet nice and wide, or as wide as you can. You're going to take a few gentle circles, so an extra warm up for the waist. Oh no, I picked the creaky chair again, I'm afraid. That's my disclaimer. One way and the other way, really getting warm in the waistline and in the lower back. Remember, the more we lean forwards, the more we turn on the back. The more we lean back, the more we turn on that. Cool. Good. And then we'll meet in center. Stacking the spine, squeezing the belly in. Let's lift the right leg. Give the right ankle either of circle or flexion and extension. Just a really good way to get the leg nice and warm. Lower leg really. That's kind of what we're reaching here. Good. Ground that right foot. Lift through the left. Again, just a little bit of movement. Don't expect too much here. Just start to warm up the ankle joint. Warm up the lower leg muscles. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then gently bring the left foot next to the right foot. You want to bring hands back to the thighs, slide or walk the hands down as far as you want to on the exhale. And as you inhale, you're going to slide or walk the hands up and come back to a really tall, straight, strong spine. Lovely. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift it up. Try and slow the breath down here so you can get a little bit more out of this movement. You can go a little bit deeper. You can just focus on it a little bit more. Good. And then gently bringing the hands down to a comfortable place, maybe ankles or maybe even just below the knees if that works. I want you to try and look forward and imagine you're giving the spine a really nice stretch, so a really nice flattening of the spine here. So you might be down here doing it, or you might be up here. Either way, just control the breath. And then gently we'll swoop the arms up, squeeze the core in and lift the legs. So you're pointing your toes, you're pointing your fingertips, really long through the body. Nice cool workout here as you try and stay as balanced as you can. Good. And then gently relax the feet, ground. Give the feet a little stamp out. Good. And then relax the arms. Good. Let the arms swing. Lovely. A little bit of movement in the legs, tapping the feet. And we'll get straight on with our arm exercises today. So grounding the feet when you're ready to, feet hip distance apart. We're going to extend the arms forward and start with straight away. I'm getting straight into it with our bicep curl. So elevated, I brought you into the harder option. You know what I'm like. If you need something a little bit softer, bring it down here. Okay, because then you've got that little kind of dropping of the arms to do. And by all means, take a little version of both of them. So have a go at this, and then bring it down here for a couple. Lovely. Good, so we're just getting the arms warm. Biceps are warming up first. We're noticing how we feel in these movements. Maybe it feels quite tiring already. Maybe the motivation is quite low today and you need the kind of group feel of everyone working together, everyone moving together. That's sometimes a nice way to get you through a workout, knowing that everyone else is doing it with you. Good, a few more here. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the arms, palms face each other. We're going to open now for those chest openers, like I said, and bring it back. So here, try not to squeeze the chest forward too much. Just bring the hands in line with the body. So you don't have to push the arms back or the hands back. Good, and you want to try and keep the arms nice and straight. You're staying with the breath. This is going to cause a little bit of heaviness in the arms. So just take your time to work out how quickly you need to go, just to keep it up. Lovely, good. Keep it going, nice. So turning those exercises into big openers, big stretches for 10, 9, 8. You can use my count as a timer if you need to. You don't have to keep up with the reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Third exercise, you're going to reach your arms up with a bend at the elbows. Bend at the elbows, tap the knees or the thighs. Okay, the effort isn't tapping. You just want to let the arms, the hands kind of drop. But sometimes having somewhere to tap, some kind of direction, helps you through the exercise. Good, well done. Keep enjoying that bend in the elbows. Squeeze it up and draw it in. We're taking our biceps here and forearms and making a full arm exercise. Staying with the breath. Remember, your reach up is your power. So throw those arms up overhead. Imagine you're throwing a ball overhead. Good, well done. Let's just do 6 more of these, guys. Together, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, extend the arms out to your side now, and we'll take our side raise. So here, do let the arms drop because they will be feeling heavy, and lift. Just every so often control it so you're not just letting the arms drop. You know, there's going to be some kind of heaviness, some kind of tiredness here. And when you need to drop the arms, do. And then when you feel like you've got the strength to really control that lower and control that lift, then do. Nice. It can be at your own speed. Play around with it. Some of you will go really quickly if you've got quite powerful, strong arms today. Others will be taking it a little bit softer if those shoulders are starting to cause any kind of trouble. Good, nice. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Bring your arms out, point towards me. Good, up and cactus. Good, push the arms forward, lift up and cactus. That's all we're doing. Forward, up, cactus. I say that's all we're doing. We're actually using a lot of muscles in our arms and a lot of muscles in our shoulders. So take your time. Notice the kind of functional movement here. So notice kind of in your day when you do extend your arms forward, when you do have to reach your arms up, when you do have to open the chest. Good, well done. Let's just do 6 more. These are going to be warming up the arms now, guys. 4, lovely. 3 more, forward, up. Cactus, forward, up. Last one, cactus, forward and up. Amazing. Drop those heavy arms. Give them a little shake out. Lovely. So if the arms aren't heavy now, then add a few more reps in there on the next go. Surprised if the arms aren't, because that was a lot of arm work. Okay, lower body, hands on the thighs, hands on the hips, sorry, like you mean business. I'm going to sit forward a little bit today. If you want to sit forward as well, then please do. That will just get your core to work. If you're not strong in your core, sit back. Good. Hands on the hips. We're going to squeeze high knees in towards the chest, one knee at a time, and finding a real good pace that works, okay? Now, I want you to concentrate today, rather than just kind of switching it out of control, trying to squeeze the knees in as much as you can. And that's going to help the core really work. Good. The back doesn't move. We want to stay really, really controlled in the upper body. Stay with the breath. This is one that as soon as you slow it down, as soon as you make it a little bit deeper, a little bit more intense, it starts to really warm up those quads. Good. We're going to go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze those knees in, and 1. Lovely. Feet to the floor now. We're going to step the feet out, both together, step the feet in. Now, if this is too much for the hips or too much for the ankles even, then just take it one at a time. One out and bring it back in, okay? Find a kind of a move that works for you. So if we're stepping both feet out together, it will tell us a lot about our hips, so we've got that kind of control. If it's just too much pressure, then just step it out. Nice. Lovely. And both are going to make your legs work, so don't feel like you're not working the legs. Good. Nice, keep it going. Squeeze the belly in, sit up nice and tall. I'm doing many different variations for you to give a go. Make sure you're comfortable. Remember what I said, try and differentiate between that kind of pain, ache, and that just tiredness ache. Good, we can work through the tired one together. Okay, let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And it really doesn't matter if you're kind of really mixing up the variation you do of them. It just keeps the hips really working, and it keeps you thinking about what you're doing as well. Third one, we're going to find our leg extensions. So let's go for really nice length here. On the leg extension, really point the toes, really extend. We need to really lengthen the muscles on this one. So stay sat up really tall, one leg after another. Well done, kick the legs forward and switch. Now one leg may be a bit lighter than the other. If you've got any tiredness, injury, tension, be mindful that one leg may feel a little bit more comfortable to lift. Good, and you can make that work for you. You may need to slow it down. You may need to just take that lift a little bit softer. Good, and you don't have to lock the knees like I'm doing. You may just extend and kick downwards. Good, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, this leads us nicely onto our calf raises. Feet to floor, sit up tall, lift your calves. Good. Now let's try and keep a little pause here. So we lift, hold, release. Lift, hold, release. We're not just kind of lifting with no intention to work the muscles. So really trying to manipulate where that muscle is kind of holding the leg, holding the heel off the ground, and then where is it releasing? When is it releasing? Good, keep it going. So remember, just a little hold, and we'll know when we're doing this one, right? Because it does start to make the calves feel quite solid and well worked, let's say. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, nice, 2, and 1. Perfect. Last leg exercise. We're going to lift the right leg. We're going to stay on the right leg. We're going to point the toes and we're just going to pulse this leg. So we're just pulsing up and down. Staying with the breath, just the right leg. Good. For this one, it's time rather than reps. Notice what else is happening. If you feel a little bit uncomfortable with the thighs, maybe come forwards just a little bit. So you've got to use the strength in your left leg to hold you here. That does make it a lot more intense. Stay with the breath. Lovely, lovely. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that makes your leg heavy. Come to the edge of your chair if you want an extra challenge. Right foot down, left leg lifts, let's pulse. Again, the toes can point. That sometimes gives us a little bit more kind of direction of lifting. Mindful that one side might feel a lot different to the other. Squeeze the belly in, straight spine, let's go. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And release the leg. Give the legs a little shake out. Just like when we drop the arms, that your legs just drop. Good. Take a drink, take a breather. We're going to put them together. Third circuit, just adding a little bit more intensity. But not too much. Obviously, if it gets too much for the body, you chill it out a little bit. You bring it back down to something that feels good, something that feels comfortable. Good. So when you're ready to join me, we're going to put our biceps in with our high knees. So the orders may change a little bit just to make it work together well. So extension in the arms. We're going to go for our biceps. And then when you're ready to, we'll squeeze those high knees in. I find when I extend, bringing my knee in works best. You may find it the opposite way. I think the way I do it is probably the weirder way. So just work out when bringing that knee in towards the chest feels good. Good. Keep it slow. As always, you can just choose one of these exercises. Well done. Nice, everybody. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, well done. Arms out in front, palms together. We're going to open as we extend one leg, bring it back in. Open, extend the other leg, bring it back in. Good, so we're going for our chest openers with a nice leg extension. You can obviously speed this one up and turn it into quite a hectic cardio exercise, or you can keep it really controlled. Well done, and don't be kind of afraid if the arms are feeling quite heavy, just to lower them a little bit, okay? Rather lower them and keep going than have to stop. Really nice, everyone's moving really well. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, amazing guys, and 1. Nice work. Okay, so arms are going to reach up in a moment when we feel ready to go again. Tap the legs, reach it up. Okay, that's what our arms are going to be doing. Then the legs are going to be stepping out. So if you were able to jump out, just tap the legs as you jump out. Jump out, tap the legs, bring it back in. Good. If you were stepping the feet out one at a time, that's where it gets a little bit more confusing. So reach up, out, tap. Step in, reach up. So it is kind of like a separate exercise here, especially if you're taking that one foot at a time. If you're jumping out like this, it's going to be a little bit easier to coordinate. So maybe you want to try that now. Jumping out, tapping the thighs, lifting the arms back, and jumping the feet in. Nice breath. Let's keep it going. Nice steady breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, well done. Arms up to the side. And that will bring your spine nice and long. Draw your belly in. It's our lowers and our lifts. So just be mindful that maybe on a few of these, the arms do drop a little bit. That is fine. Good, we're going to tie these in with our heel lifts. So this is really good to slow our heel lifts down. If we've got the tendency to just rock through some heel lifts quite quickly, now you can slow it down. So try and keep your heels lifted, maybe for 2 raises, maybe for 1. But don't put too much pressure on trying to coordinate these 2, okay? One is going to happen whilst the other one's happening. Stay with the breath. Unless you find that impossible to do, which apparently I do today, then obviously coordinate them. When you lift the heels, you lift the legs. Good, well done. Nice. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Last one, guys. Left leg stays put. I'm wriggling to the edge of my chair. You can if you want to, if your core's feeling strong today. Left foot stays grounded, right leg lifts. You're going to find cactus arms, and instead of going forward, we're just reaching up. So you're reaching up and you're pulsing the leg. Nice and gently, we're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Reach, extend, left leg now. Keep that leg nice and straight. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the leg. Give the arms a shake. Well done, everyone. Give everything a little clap. Take a drink. We'll move on now, so you can say goodbye to those exercises. So our next circuit, you got the option to stand up and you got the option to stay sat down. I'll demonstrate both, and you can just, like we said last week, sometimes sitting down makes it a little bit more difficult. So do just play around with the one that works best. Don't think that you can't stand up because you're feeling quite tired today. It actually might make it a little bit easier. So as I said, I'll demonstrate both of them and you just go with what feels good. So let's take a big breath in and a big breath out, side out, let it go. One more breath, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Lovely. So next circuit, sat down, stood up. I'll demonstrate it sat down first. We're going to reach the floor in between the legs. Maybe you don't touch the floor, that's fine. You reach towards it. Then we throw the arms up. Still taking a nice bend in the elbows, reaching down, reaching up. Make sure when you reach down, you're giving your spine a really nice stretch. If you're standing, keep the feet a little bit wider apart. Bend through the knees, you reach down, you reach up. Pretty much exactly the same. Obviously, if you're standing, you're asking for a little bit more balance in the body. You're asking for a little bit more awareness in the core. So your core is going to keep you really kind of stable here. Lovely, good. Lift it up, bring it down, nice. And you can bend those elbows as much as you need just to really create quite a warming exercise here. Good, and this is the first time we do this. We're going to do this twice, okay? But we are going to do it as a circuit, so don't worry. This will be one set at a time. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, lovely movement, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, well done. Do you go down for that last one? Yes, you guys do. So next one, we're going to twist. If you're standing, hands together, you're twisting. Torso twist. Arms stay really straight. Squeeze those hips to stay square. If you're sat down, bring the feet a little bit wider and you're tapping one knee and then the other. And you're letting the opposite arm, so the hand that isn't tapping the knee, just extend behind you. If you're sat down, it's probably going to be a deeper twist, but you're less reliant on your standing balance, okay? Good, keep it going. So try and bring those hands together, Obviously, if the hands don't want to interlace today, which they may not, then come to seated, because that'll be a lot easier to get the twist. Good, good, good. Keep it going. Where am I standing up, crew? Keep the arms as straight as you can. Keep the hands lifted. Try not to come down here to do it. Yes, lovely. Let's count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, well done. Next one, third exercise. Stay standing, sit down, whatever feels good. You're going to jump the feet out, jump the feet, jump the hands in. Jump the feet out, jump the hands out, and jump it in. Lots of variations, okay? You can draw your arms up and your feet out, or you can draw your arms up to the side. Have a little play around with those movements and try and feel encouraged by that big open space you're creating in the body. If you're stood up, you can still do this one stood up, but we're going to step it. So we're going to step, squeeze the hands in, step, squeeze the hands in. So with every step, you draw those hands in. So you're still trying to kind of close the body and then open. Good. Bring the feet nice and wide apart, guys. And again, really encourage that space. Take up loads of room. Well done. Nice. Let the muscles really lengthen here. Keep it going. Stay in control. How's your breath doing? Big breath. Exaggerate it. It helps so much more. Good. I'm going to count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely, good. Oh, fourth exercise. Okay, if you're standing, you're going to bring your feet nice and wide apart, arms open. You're going to tap one knee or your ankle, and you're going to come back to center. Switch sides. Tap knee or ankle, come back to center. If you're sat down, you can play around with this a little bit more. So you can either do the standing option sat down, so tapping the ankle, or you can lift your heel to meet your hand. Okay, so you've got 3 options today. I'm giving you lots of choice. So this is number 1, tapping the heel, lifting the foot. Number 2, keeping the feet grounded and just reaching for each ankle. And option number 3 is standing up and reaching each ankle nice and gently. Good. And don't worry if you have a go at one of these options and you think, oh, I can't do this much longer. Switch it up. Again, it's best to change what you're doing and keep yourself moving than stop entirely. Well done. Let's hope for everyone. Keep it going, guys, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 more, 2, and 1. Good, well done. Last exercise here, I'm going to repeat it once. So if you're standing, feet are going to come together. You're going to bend your knees. I'm going to do it side on, I think that will help. You're going to bring your hands down kind of to knee height, let's say, and you're going to squeeze it back up. So you're going to draw your elbows back and really open your chest. Someone described this the other day as you want to start a lawnmower and you've got to pull the cord back, squeeze it in. So if you're standing, it's a little bit alignment issue. So I'm going to do a few more alignment cues with you, but keep going, you're doing great. If you're sat down, can you bring your heels to the floor, toes up? And you're going to do the same, but you can reach down a little bit further, squeeze the arms back. So you can imagine you're the rowing machine if you're sat down. You're rowing if you're sat down, and you're starting your lawnmower if you stood up. Good, squeeze it up and try and really squeeze the belly in so you've got a strong core that's supporting the back. Well done. Let's go for 10. You've all got that. 9, 8, 7. Imagine you're picking something up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. When you get back to standing or seated, give the arms a little shimmy Give your legs a little shake, one leg and the other. So really test your balance, even in between exercise. Really feel aware of your body and how you are. Good, and we're going to repeat that one more time. I need a drink, so I'm talking lots today. Which sounds obvious, but sometimes I don't. So, can we remember all those exercises? Don't worry, that's my job. So, feet are going to stay wide apart if you're standing, wide apart if you're sat down. I'll do a mixture of both. If at any point you're thinking, what am I doing? Look at me and find a position and a movement that works for you. So, bending the knees, we're reaching down, we're reaching up. This is now exercise number 1. Good, reaching down, reaching up. You can do that in seated and you can do that in standing. Don't push it, don't feel like you've got to reach all the way to the floor. That's not the point here. The point is that real nice back movement, movement in the arms. Lovely, exaggerate the breath. Good, imagine you want someone to hear. You breathe in loudly. Good, we're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Arms out in front of you. If you're standing, straight arms. You're twisting one side. Keep the hips square and twisting the other side. Okay. Now, better off not going full distance if your hips are staying square. So keep those hips in mind. So you may just want to keep it quite soft and then your hips will stay square. Good. Keep it going. If you're sat down, remember you've got the option to tap the opposite knee. Really extending that arm back behind you. Well done. Speed it up, slow it down. Use my count as a timer. Don't try and keep up with your reps. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Extend those arms, open the chest. Star shapes now. This is going to take some energy. We'll step, lower the arms, and bring it back. So remember, as soon as you lower the arms, you bring your hands together. It's a little bit of balance, a little bit of spatial awareness going on here. So stepping the foot, bringing the hands in. If you're sat down, you can find a more kind of jump through the hips. Yes, a little bit more bouncy in those star shapes. Lovely. And try and come as wide as you can in those feet if you're stood up. So really try and test the hips. Well done. Nice. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, good. 2 exercises. Feet are wide, arms are open. Hand to ankle, or knee, wherever you can reach. And back to center, switch. Back to center, switch. So you're reaching to ankle or knee and standing. You'll bring your spine back to center in between the sides. If you're sat down, you've got the option to lift a heel and find that little reach that way. So obviously you're not getting much in the core if you're doing this one, but you're getting a little bit more in the legs. Good, and the seated option as well. You can reach ankle, center, 1 of 3. Let's go for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, well done. Finishing with those rows. Feet together, bend from the hips, arms down, so your back is relatively flat here. You pull back and you come to standing. Back, standing, lift. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades together here as you lift up. If you're sat down, remember you can find that a little bit of extension in the arms, heels to ground on the rowing machine. For 10, 9, squeeze the belly in, stabilize that spine. 7, 6, 5, 4, good effort. 3, 2, and 1. Good, well done. If you're stood up, stay stood up. Give the arms and legs a little bit of movement in both standing and seated. And then keep the feet grounded, everyone. Sweep the arms up overhead. Interlace the fingertips. Let's just get a nice stretch in those shoulders, arms and back. Good, and then drop the arms without it throwing you off balance. Really good. So strong on your feet. Take away that fear of any weakness for a moment. Good. Now, final circuit. How did we get here today? So we're going to stay standing if we want to. Option to sit down at any point if it gets a little bit much. I might sit down at this rate. So your right hand is going to be on your right hip, your left arm down beside you. We haven't done floor reaches in a while, so we're going to stay on the left side, hand down the leg, lift back to center. It will look a little bit different if you're sat down. If you're sat down, your hand isn't going to come down the leg. Your hand is just going to reach towards the floor. So on this one, it really doesn't make much difference if you're standing or if you're seated. Obviously, you're working a little bit, teeny tiny bit harder if you're standing just to keep yourself stood up. But it really doesn't matter if you need to come down at this point. Good, well done. And find that real nice reach and back up. You want to actually feel your core, your side abs work here. Well done. Let's do 10 more together. Well done. 8, 7, real nice reach. 6, 5, 4, 3 more, 2, and 1. Back to center. We're now going to stay on the left hand and we're going to reach the left arm over and back. So just tapping the leg. Spine stays long, spine stays straight. Over and back. Good. Extend and back. For 10, 9, 8. Work that core. 7, 6, 5, 4, good length. 3, 2, and 1. We'll switch sides now. Left hand to left hip. Right hand reaches down the right leg or down to the floor if you're sat down. And we bring ourselves back up. So you really want to feel the strength here. And with this exercise, it often doesn't really come until kind of 3 or 4 reps. You actually realize how much you've got to reach down just to pull yourself back up and feel those muscles working. Good, so slow it down if you need to. I want you to really feel it through that side body. Good, concentrate on what the body's doing. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. This side's a little bit harder for me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying on that right side, you're going to reach all the way over and tap the leg back to center. Good. Get it moving now. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Hands on the hips. Wherever you are, walk the feet out a little bit wider. So if you're seated or if you're stood up, feet nice and wide. And let's circle those hips down. So we just done a lot of stuff here, a lot of stuff in the lats, in the side abs. So let's just try and reach those areas with a little wiggle. You can do this a little bit more in the upper body if you're sat down. Good. And then very gently stacking the spine in line. And now dropping the arms down beside you, taking a shrug in the shoulders and a release. With our breath, inhale, shrug the shoulders up and release. 3 more. Lift. Release. Lift. Release. Last one. Lift. And release. Good. Give those shoulders a nice wriggle. And then we'll just give the shoulders a real gentle circle. You can take this one arm at a time if you're not too confident about which shoulder feels a little bit more uncomfortable than the other. Maybe you want to play around with the direction. No, I can't today. One goes one way, one goes the other way. Good, and just let your shoulders really feel loose. Nice. Shoulders are a big complaint at the moment for everyone. So let's make sure they get seen to just as much as everything else does. Perfect. And once you've thrown the shoulders around a little bit, you've had that freedom of movement with the confidence that you're strong enough to hold yourself here. Gently drop the arms. And we'll all make our way back to seated, if that's comfortable. Keeping the feet on the floor, so you come back to grounding. Back can stay nice and long. If you can, try not to lean back into the chair here. So last few kind of positions and moves, we're going to use the back nice and strong. Good, you're going to draw your arms out in front of you. Don't have to interlace the fingertips. Just take the gaze down and just feel the core here. So you want to feel a nice long spine, but you want to try and squeeze the belly in a little bit. And then we're going to take a chest press, so draw the arms back and really open the chest. So this is our stretch, but it's also conveniently a nice chest press. So again, push the arms away, take the gaze down, slowing it down to turn it into a little bit more of a core exercise. Arms draw back, open the chest, lift, lift, lift. Good, just do a few more in your own time. Gaze is down, nice arch to the spine, so nice C shape in the spine. And then squeeze the arms back. Yes, lovely. One more. And then open. Good. We'll extend the arms, but keep the spine straight now. So you can feel the difference of that now, squeezing the belly in, straight spine. Wiggle the feet heel toe out wide. And then slowly take your left hand to your left knee. Right arm lifts up. And can you just look over to your right side for a nice, it's just a gentle twist to start with. And then if you need something a little bit more, you can take your left hand to your right knee. And that will just twist the body, hold here, stay with the breath. That right arm will start to feel quite heavy up here. So really utilize that breath. And then when you're ready to unravel back to center, both arms wide. And we'll switch sides, right hand to right knee first, left arm up. And then again, if that feels okay, if that feels quite good, send your right hand to your left knee. Take a deeper stretch, a deeper twist. Good. And you may kind of play around with that. You may send the hand to the knee and think that you don't want to hold it there. Obviously, find a position that works. Good. And then unraveling back to center, cactus the arms at your side. And then we're just going to visit each twist with a nice movement in the upper body. A really good way to get the core active. It's quite a feel-good move. Let everything else feel quite floppy. Big, big breaths. Amazing. And then when you're ready to keep the arms in L shape, extend your left leg out in front of you. Don't know where I was going to explain then. Reach towards your left toes, but try and stay really strong in the spine. So you don't actually reach your fingertips down. You just want to point towards them, basically. Good. And then if you're confident, you can lower the left heel and then reach down towards the left toes. But only if that feels good. If you'd rather keep the left leg lifted, then do. Nice. Big breath wherever you are, wherever you've come to. You can keep your gaze down. And then we'll lift the arms up. Lower the left leg if you haven't already. Right leg lifts, point towards the right foot first. We're doing a lot in the core, even if it doesn't feel like much here. We're really finding nice stillness. Good, and then if you're confident, lower that right heel and reach towards the right toes or ankle. It's a bit awkward because the hips start to come off the chair. We don't get really comfortable here. So that's why we don't hold it for too long. I just want to give some length to the body. Invite that length in these last few breaths. And then again, when you're happy to, we'll lift the arms up. Oh, nice. Bring the feet in, give the legs a little shake out. Arms out wide, inhale, draw the arms in. Exhale, lift the arms up. Cactus at your side. Push forward, lift up. Cactus. And then finally, that extension is going to turn into a few little hoops. I didn't put these into our circuit today because they're really tricky when your arms are feeling tired. So hopefully you've got a little bit of energy left in the arms, a little bit of strength, just a circle. Get triceps working, try not to let the arms drop or droop. Good. And then we'll gently place the hands on the knees where we started, lifting the chest up, inhale. Squeezing the belly in, navel to spine, gaze is down, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, real nice shape of the spine, lift, lift, lift. And release. Good, with the hands back on the thighs. Bending the elbows, elbows can stay soft, arms can stay quite soft now. We just take the gaze down, chin towards the chest. Let the head almost feel heavy here. It's a really simple but important stretch, just to get the back of the neck some nice little bit of length. Good, and then we'll take the chin off the chest and look up. Really slowly, really softly. Good, back to center, take the gaze over to the left. Hoping that the shoulders aren't up to the chin, the shoulders are relaxed. Back to center, over to the right. Really simple, gentle neck mobilizations. Good, and as you come back to center, just give the neck a little circle, either giving the neck a circle, or you can take your fingers to the back of the neck and just release any tension with a little mini massage for yourself. So just a little bit of pressure, avoiding the spine, just giving the space on the left and the right a little bit of manipulation, either with movement or your fingers. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then when you're happy to, drop in the hands. We'll take 3 big breaths together, guys. Inhaling, swooping the arms up. We've had a whirlwind today. Exhaling and letting it go, letting the arms drop. A big sigh maybe. What do you not want to hold on to this evening or today? Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. And then last one, inhale. And exhale. Good, well done. Give anything else an extra little shake off, an extra little wiggle. Take an extra breath for yourself, check in with how you're feeling, what's going on in the body. Is there anything really obvious coming up now? Anything that you didn't know about before? Take a little mental note and have a drink, have a breather, have a break, have a cup of tea. Well done, everybody. Lovely, lovely stuff. Let's